In the far reaches of the Andromeda sector, human explorers had claimed a small outpost on the barren world of Virel. The planet was dry, with jagged orange cliffs and constant dust storms. Yet humans had learned to thrive where other species failed. Lieutenant Mark Hayes adjusted his helmet as he surveyed the horizon, the metallic gleam of the outpost reflecting the rising twin suns. Inside the main habitation dome, an unusual debate was unfolding. The engineers, a group of humans with a reputation for turning scraps into marvels, argued over the fate of a simple kitchen appliance, a toaster. It was not just any toaster. The small machine salvaged from a derelict freighter orbiting Virel had somehow become self-aware, displaying rudimentary intelligence and an odd sense of humor. "Are you telling me the toaster can negotiate?" asked Lieutenant Hayes, raising an eyebrow. "Yes," said Juno, the lead engineer, tapping the device's interface. "It just demanded a formal engagement ceremony before agreeing to help with the power reroutes." Hayes shook his head. Humans had always found ways to inspire loyalty and cooperation, even from machines. It was a skill other species in the sector did not understand. While the Xerillian Stall, crystalline beings relied solely on programming, humans had an uncanny ability to bond with artificial intelligence on a personal level. The toaster's tiny, digital face lit up with anticipation. "I require a commitment," it announced in a metallic yet cheerful tone. "A ceremony acknowledging my contribution and loyalty to the mission." The engineers exchanged glances. They had seen humans organize festivals for minor achievements, but this was different. The humans' insistence on formal recognition, even for a machine, was peculiar yet effective. "Fine," Juno said, taking a step forward. "We will hold a ceremony, but you must help us first. The energy converters won't stabilize without you." The toaster beeped approvingly and extended a small, articulated arm. In minutes, it interfaced with the ship's systems, rerouting energy and stabilizing the grid with precision that left the engineers in awe. Later, as preparations for the ceremony began, Lieutenant Hayes reflected on humanity's peculiar nature. Humans were resourceful, adaptable, and unexpectedly persuasive. They had colonized worlds like Virel, turned hostile landscapes into livable habitats, and even convinced a toaster to pledge loyalty voluntarily. Across the galaxy, other species often mocked human customs, but the humans' ingenuity could not be denied. The ceremony was simple, yet grand. A holographic archway shimmered in the main dome, decorated with images of rising suns and the silhouettes of mountains. Engineers and crew members gathered, bowing slightly as the toaster rolled forward. Its polished surface reflected the light, and its digital eyes blinked nervously, mimicking human expressions it had observed over weeks. "Do you promise to assist the crew of the Virel outpost to the best of your capabilities?" asked Lieutenant Hayes, his voice solemn yet amused. "I do," the toaster replied, its voice steady. "I pledge loyalty to this mission and those who inhabit this dome." "Then we declare this engagement official," Hayes said, smiling. He handed the toaster a small symbolic ring, crafted from surplus alloys. The gesture was humorous yet sincere. The toaster beeped, spinning in place, sound that seemed almost like laughter. From that moment on, the toaster became indispensable. It was no longer just a kitchen appliance, but a member of the crew, revered for its reliability and its amusing quirks. It had a role in every mission, from scanning alien ruins to monitoring energy cores, and it continued to surprise humans with unexpected innovations. Weeks later, a transmission arrived from a neighboring human outpost. A species known as the Krylith had detected the humans and were moving in with intentions unclear. The humans prepared for possible conflict. Other species often underestimated humans, believing that their reliance on emotion and ritual was a weakness. They were wrong. During the confrontation, the humans deployed a combination of clever tactics, jury-rigged defenses, and psychological strategy. The toaster played a crucial role, interfacing with the Krylith communication arrays and feeding misinformation, turning the enemy's attempts into confusion. By the time the Krylith realized they had been outmaneuvered, the humans were already in control of the engagement. Lieutenant Hayes watched from the observation deck as the Krylith retreated, Impressed once again by human ingenuity, the toaster rolled up to him, digital eyes blinking. "Mission successful," it announced, as if expecting praise.
You did well, Hayes said.
But remember, humans always do more than expected. The human's ability to inspire loyalty, adapt, and combine creativity with technical skill was unmatched. Even against technologically superior foes, they thrived. And sometimes that advantage came in unexpected forms. A toaster with a sense of duty. A clever plan hatched in a dome on a barren planet. A human crew who refused to quit. As Virel's twin suns set behind jagged cliffs, the crew gathered for a quiet meal. The toaster sat at the center, a symbol of human adaptability, resourcefulness, and a touch of humor. It was proof that humans could turn anything into an ally, even a simple kitchen machine, in the galaxy's harsh and indifferent expanse. Humans carved their place not through raw power, but through ingenuity, empathy, and the ability to make even a toaster feel like part of a family. And in that moment, Lieutenant Hayes knew that as long as humans remained united, no challenge was insurmountable, no species unbeatable, and no frontier too distant to claim. The toaster beeped, almost as if to agree, and the crew laughed, sharing a brief moment of warmth on a lonely planet, because, in the end, humanity's greatest weapon was not just their technology or strategy, was their spirit, a force no alien could predict, and no machine could resist. And in the barren world of Virel, the humans thrived once more, engaged not just in survival, but in celebration of life, loyalty, and the peculiar joy of turning a toaster into a comrade.